Hello, welcome back to This Podcast Takes Tokens, the show where we discuss, wild hands, we discuss everything we grew up loving, movies, music, video games, comic books, whatever it was that we liked. We're going to talk about it right here. I'm Ryan, joined by my brother Derek. Today, we're going to be talking about the 1994 Street Fighter movie, not the game. We're going to save that maybe for another episode. But stick with us. We'll get into it, and we're going to have a lot of fun.
Yeah. Your local video store card.
A comic book in your back pocket.
Games with no tutorials.
Music you had to discover.
And drinking water straight from the hose.
These are the things us millennials remember fondly. We are the Jennings brothers.
Join us after the streetlights come on
as we race our bikes from the top of the hill
right down memory lane.
Exchange those quarters because this podcast takes tokens.
And game over. We are talking about the Street Fighter movie from 1994. You ready for the numbers?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Released
December 25th, a Christmas movie.
Yeah,
we should have done this around Christmas.
I thought it was released on the 23rd.
Yeah.
25th. Wow.
Yeah, I think IMDb said December 25th. I thought that's what I saw on there.
I think Google told me the 23rd. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I thought our baseline was going to be IMDb. So
it is, but whenever okay. I avoided IMDb because it's your episode. So whenever I was looking up other things, it was telling me stuff.
Sure. Okay. Budget. What's the budget?
I'm going to guess the budget on this one. This is a big movie. $30 million.
You're so close. $35 million.
$35 million.
Opening weekend.
Opening weekend. This one did not do well. I'm going to go with $6 million.
6.8. Man, you are like rolling tonight.
Yeah.
See if you can keep it going. US and Canada total gross.
25 million.
33
million.
Okay. Now here's the ultimate test. Worldwide gross on this. $35 million budget.
Okay, so the 33 was the US gross.
Mm-hmm.
Worldwide gross. Not much more. I'm going to go with 38.
$99 million.
Where was this popular at?
I guess maybe Japan.
Maybe Japan, I guess?
Or like China. I don't know. It definitely was more popular abroad than it was.
Yeah.
Than it was.
I mean,
here.
That explains why they kept making the movies. Like, I mean, they weren't direct sequels or anything like that, but they kept making them. But man.
Yeah. I mean, I know
I'm baffled.
Yeah, I know. I was too. I was like, there's no way. Like I re-looked at that. I'm like, there's no way that's $99 million. And I looked at it twice. I looked at it 3 times. I'm like, by God, $99 million.
Wow.
Okay. So it did make money. It made money. All right. Now we're going to get into the meat of the numbers here. Okay. Tomato meter. What do you think on this? If my smile doesn't,
25 million or 25%.
25 million %. Everybody loved this, and everybody until the end of eternity loved it. We'll love it. Now, 11%. It got a measly 11%.
That may be our lowest one yet.
I think it is. I really think it is. Popcorn meter.
I don't think the audience has liked it much more, but if the critics are saying 11. I think it's still in the teens. I'm going to go with 17.
Oh, so close. 20%
20?
popcorn.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still not a great number by any stretch of the imagination.
No. It could have gone the opposite direction. It could have just blown it out and been like 80% for some inexplicable reason.
I wish like the internet would do one of those things that everybody just goes in there and just gives this movie just this crazy high rating just to skew the numbers on this thing.
Oh man.
All right. So what'd you think about this movie?
Well, my initial reaction on the rewatch was it was okay. I feel like it I mean, this one, it felt more like with the last couple we did, it felt like two different movies being shoved together. Like with Masters of the Universe, with Mario Brothers movie, that felt like that was clearly like two different movies that they were trying to mash and make work as one movie. Like they were taking a property and trying to lay it over like some of the movie, whatever.
Yeah.
This one felt like they wrote this for the game. Like they wrote it based off the characters. Now they don't have a lot to go on because as far as I can remember, Street Fighter 2, there's not a whole lot of story within the game. You're just characters that are from different countries and whatnot that are fighting in this global tournament. I don't remember what M. Bison had to do with anything, but I think he was the final battle if you went through the progression. Yeah. So in that respect, like, yeah, they built a story out of it. I think honestly, the weakest link for me in this is Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh, absolutely.
My word. I remember liking Jean-Claude Van Damme and thinking he was great. And after watching this, I'm like, this dude, he couldn't act his way out of a parking ticket. This is insane. I can't believe he's the star of this movie. This is awful.
It's bad. It's just downright bad. And I'm just going to hit this because we're talking about it. So I had looked up, like, I was just trying to look up some trivia or whatever from this. I didn't find a whole lot, but I did find that I guess this movie was atrocious to shoot.
Oh, really?
With Van Damme in it, because like he would sometimes he wouldn't even show up to the set to shoot, or he would show up late or like really early. And I guess he had like a cocaine problem.
Oh, wow.
He was going through $10,000 worth of cocaine a week.
Wow.
When this was going on.
That's insane. Wow. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I know I read or heard somewhere that he was a bit of a prima donna around this time. I guess not prima donna, but he was a bit of like I don't know, like he demanded a lot and thought a lot of himself, and I guess was being fed that a lot too, because, he was given roles like this and he was being put in a lot of, like, he was still doing stuff after this. He did a bunch of stuff before
Double
this.
Team, I think.
Yeah.
Time Cop. I think Time Cop came out after this. Yeah.
And, but yeah, like, now I question everything. I'm going to have to go back and watch some of these movies and like, really, like, did he earn it? Or was this just like Bloodsport was such a big movie and he got so popular off of that, and then he's just been riding that ever since? I feel like this one didn't hurt him, but it didn't help him.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
I agree. Yeah, I totally think he's the weakest link of this. Now, do I think outside of Raul Julia, who I think did a great job with what he had. Yeah. I don't think anybody else was like spectacular in this movie. I mean,
it was all hammed up for sure.
It was. Oh, it sure was. It sure was. Yeah, Van Damme though, he was. Oh gosh, he was awful.
He just kept he was posing for the camera constantly. Like that there was that first, like, one of the first scenes you got with him, and he does like that little like fist thing and like flexes his muscles and everything. Like, oh god, this is so dumb.
Yeah, it was so stupid. Now this was a movie that I really enjoyed watching on a rewatch because I was watching it with my wife, and she was like razzing on this. She's like, "This is stupid," and I'm like, "This is why I wanted you to watch it with me." Like, we were laying in bed, like she's on her phone, or whatever. Yeah. But I'm like, this is why I wanted to watch this with you, because I wanted your reaction to this movie.
That's the fun way to rewatch a movie. Like this. You got to razz on it. Yeah.
Especially like this, like, I mean, I'm not going to do that with like Gladiator, or something like that. But a movie like this that I thought was really good when I was a kid, which I think the last time I probably watched this, it was probably like 96 or 97 when I watched this last. So I was probably 10 years old, maybe. And I loved it then because I'm like, oh my gosh, like we were talking about a couple weeks ago with Super Mario Brothers, like they didn't do a whole lot of video game movies.
No,
like, oh man, but this Street Fighter.
I felt like this one they did a pretty decent adaptation of the source material. Like I won't say decent. I'm gonna say faithful. Like it felt like they were trying to stay true to the source material and give the fans, do a lot of fan service with this movie, which went a little far at times. But they were definitely I think they took notes on the Mario Brothers movie and they were like, you know what? Let's stick to the source material as closely as we can. But then you get things like at the very end where they do the pose shot with the splash.
Got a note on that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That was something I told Mindy, like when we were watching it, she was on her phone and I was like, hang on. I said, put your phone down for a second. It's like, you have to see what's coming up here.
Yeah.
And she's like, really? And I said, yeah. She's like, okay. She's watching it. And then it hit and she's like, oh my gosh, that is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I was like, I know. But it's so bad that it's good. Right.
Yeah.
Like it's just, it doesn't make any sense with the story of like what's going on. They just like, or whatever.
They just did their classic poses for the camera that's not there, or it's not supposed to be there. It's not like this is like a documentary or something like that. But yeah, and then they all just did the little pose and it splashes the Street Fighter logo up there. It was great. Yeah. It was bad, great.
Oh,
yeah.
It was so bad. It was so bad. Yeah.
I would agree.
Yeah. Yeah, I had fun rewatching it, but it was fun because I knew what
you weren't expecting anything.
No, I wasn't expecting. No, not at all. I wasn't expecting anything. I was a little bit surprised. Like I said earlier, I was a little bit surprised at how well I think Raul Julia did with what he had here.
Yeah.
Which I know this was his last movie. He died before this release. Like if you look at the credits, it's dedicated to him.
Yeah.
And on the opposite side of JCVD of Van Damme, I guess Julia was an absolute treat to work with. Like in spite of like he was dying of stomach cancer at this point. Mm-hmm. Like his family was with him the whole shoot, and he did this because his kids liked the game and he wanted to do something that his kids would like. But I guess he was just like despite being sick and everything, he was still like joking around with the crew and like pulling pranks on them and just having a good time. So like when you were shooting with him, you were having a great time. Yeah. And then you had to shoot a scene with Van Damme. It's just like the complete opposite thing.
The Van Damme show.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would agree. Raul Julia, man, he's hamming it up, but he's hamming it up in the right way. Like he is leaning into this character and giving it his all. Like that piercing stare he does where he's just like wide-eyed and like staring down. Oh man, that was so good. I love that. Yeah. But yeah, I would agree. He was fantastic. And I liked seeing him in this. Yeah. Kind of wish we had more Raul Julia, but
I do too. He's taken just way too soon. He was just, he was fun to watch. And I mean, I'll admit, I haven't watched like a vast number of his movies.
Right.
But the ones I have watched he's just always enjoyable in them. And wish we had more of him.
I would agree.
What do you think? Okay. Who do you think they did the worst job at?
As far as recreating? Blanka. For sure.
Yes. That's what I had to. What is this?
Like they definitely they were like, okay, he's got to be green. He's got to have the orange hair, and he's got to have like the monster-ish humanoid look to him. They got all that, but it looks like it was done by like a high school play or something. Like it's awful. It's like one of the worst makeup jobs.
It's so bad. He has no muscle mass either.
No,
in the game, like he's
big.
He's ripped.
Yeah.
He's nothing.
But they all are too, so.
Well, that's true. But yeah,
I guess if you keep the portions right. Oh, but yeah, he looked awful.
Oh gosh, it was terrible. Yeah. And I thought that just the whole way they did that character was just so bad. Being Guile's his best friend, and
which happened? Like Guile's given that interview in the beginning, and then like calls out on the broadcast. He's like, "Charlie, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you, Charlie." I'm like, what a stupid move. Like, why? Who would do that? Who in military intelligence would make such a stupid move? But it's, I guess we wouldn't get Blanka without it. So.
Yeah, I guess not. I don't know.
Which might have been for the better, but whatever. I will say there were a lot of characters in this movie. Like, I don't remember all these characters being in the game, but they were all in the Street Fighter 2 game, and I think that's what they were basing it off of.
Was Cammy in the? I don't remember Cammy. Was Cammy in Street Fighter 2?
She was. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I pulled up real quick like what characters were in the Street Fighter 2 game, and she was in there. Like they were all in there except for DJ, the Bison's like the guy with the rat tail.
That guy was awesome. I did like that guy.
Yeah.
Like he was just good comic relief. You know, at the end when Bison's like, you know, we're gonna, I can't remember what he says.
He's giving his little monologue. Yeah. And he starts slowly walking away.
Then he grabs the money. He grabs that whole case full of money, and they get out there, and it's Bison Bucks.
Right.
Like
it was Bison Dollars.
Yeah.
I have a note on that. Why weren't they called Bison Bucks? They were called Bison Dollars.
That's ridiculous.
I feel like they should have been Bison Bucks. That was a missed opportunity there.
Should have been.
Or maybe it was too spot on. They're like, nah, we can't get that ridiculous. We got to call it something different.
But I mean, come on. Like, you can't go that ridiculous, but you've got Jean-Claude Van Damme doing what he's doing. Like,
I know.
You can go that ridiculous. Like,
which he's got like the tattoo of the American flag on his bicep.
It's so
like
bad.
from the game. This was part of the game. I get it.
I know.
But he has the worst accent of anybody. Like the only thing that would have been worse is they would have had Arnold Schwarzenegger playing him.
Oh my
like,
gosh.
It's just such an atrocious accent.
That's it. Like, I mean, you know, America is a melting pot. Sure. Like,
sure.
You know, we have people from different nationalities and things that are citizens here, and that's what makes this country great.
Right.
But like Guile, the character Guile is like a
Captain America.
He's like, it's like, born and bred here, you know. He's the Boy Scout. Yeah. And it just it didn't, I don't know. But I guess, you know, maybe they just were looking at Van Damme and like, okay, he's got the physique for this.
Right. He can do the karate and all that.
He can do the karate and everything. Right. Which that was one thing. I thought that it was, I enjoyed seeing like the fight scene. Was the helicopter kick or something where that's in the game where he like does the flip and kicks,
the backflip or whatever.
The backflip, the backflip,
which I was like, I missed that because I think I looked down to take a note because it was really quick and he only did it the one time, but I was like, I know he did it in the movie, but I missed it.
Yeah, so
I must have been taking a note whenever that popped up, but yeah, because I was like, that's like a classic move, or like the one where he jumps up and he kicks his leg out and he twirls around.
Yeah.
That's the helicopter like one, which I didn't see that one in there either.
Oh, wait, I think that was Ryu that did that, wasn't it? Ryu and Ken?
Was it?
Yeah.
Maybe,
yeah. No, I don't think they did it in the movie at all. I know they tried to get a shuriken in there with Ryu.
They did. It was quick. I caught that. Yeah. And he did it, and then the guy like flew back real quick, but they didn't throw in like a fireball or anything, which is fine. Like that kind of kept it a little more grounded. Mm-hmm. I mean, as grounded as we can get with this like cartoon of a movie we got going on here. So we talked about who wore it worst. Who wore it best? Who was the best represented character in the game, you think?
I would probably say
it's a tough one.
I know. I think there was a lot that weren't quite on the mark. But probably Chun-Li, I think. Really? My second would have been Vega.
Okay.
But
it's funny, like Chun-Li, I was like, she was close, but they put her in red, not blue. And I was like, she wore blue in the game.
Oh,
like, it was like iconic blue dress or whatever. And she was wearing red in this one. I was like, that was just like, it's just a color. Like you could have gone with blue, but no. And so that's where I was like, not on her. I think Hondo maybe was like the closest, the best looking one. And then I got Vega for number 2, personally.
Yeah. Well, my thing with Honda was that he was like Samoan in the game or in the movie.
Yeah.
And
he's
game,
Japanese.
He was Japanese. Yeah.
That's close enough.
Close enough. I guess. Yeah.
They're all right.
Same
there.
ocean.
I get it. I don't know. That's awful, but yeah. Well, I think he was Japanese heritage because he was a sumo wrestler.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
So,
which follows suit with the game. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. But
I still would have liked to see the.
Oh yeah.
Chop.
They didn't give Blanka the electric thing either.
No,
like he didn't
I was a little
do
bit
the
surprised by
thing.
that.
Although there was a lot of electricity in his little laboratory or whatever that he was born in.
Dalsim didn't have the stretch. Like they like he had
the
mutagen like dumped on him, and like they made that kind of.
And he was starting to kind of go that way.
Yeah, and like you've done this.
Right.
He's mutated. You've turned this guy green with orange hair.
Right.
It's not a stretch to just have Dalsim
have
like
him
punch
stretch
somebody,
a little bit.
just like
Right.
shoo, you know.
Right. And like whenever the guy was choking him, I thought, oh, his neck's going to stretch, and that's where we're going
Yeah.
to get a little bit of stretch, and then he'll just kind of like sink back in.
Mm-hmm.
No, didn't get that there either.
Yeah.
But I'm with you. I was a little disappointed by that. Guile's hair.
Yeah,
I was say that and Guile's hair. Like it was really short. I felt like, you know, in the game, it's always like a foot tall or whatever.
Yeah.
And they didn't give him that.
But does would that translate well to live action though? Like the anime movies, and like that, it works. But like, would that translate? I think they could have gone to live action?
Maybe just like an inch taller than they did. They just went really short. Like he got a really tight buzz. I think he got just a little more.
Well, another one that I didn't think they did that well on. I didn't like Ken. I mean, I didn't really care for Ryu very much how they did it, but like Ken's. Not when I was a kid, but now, like when I play like Street Fighter 6 or something, like Ken is like my go-to guy. Like he's just he's great. I like playing as Ken.
It's a brawler.
But I forgot. I was gonna wear my Ken socks for this episode, and I forgot. But I just didn't like the way they did him and Ryu in this movie. Really,
it felt like very. I don't know. He wasn't. Yeah, I would agree. I didn't like the way they did him. I felt like Ryu was a little subdued. Like he was a little like mellow for the character, I thought. And Ken was a little bit of a, I don't know, selfish, if you will, or kind of self-centered. And I know like in the game, aren't they kind of like don't they run like a casino or something like that? Or
I think that's right.
I don't quite remember.
Yeah.
They're a little shady. I get that. But I don't know. This was like, I don't know. It just didn't, but like I said, like, I feel like at the time Street Fighter 2 was the last Street Fighter we had whenever this came out, right?
I think that's right.
I think so.
I think so.
So we didn't really have a whole lot of lore to go off of as far as I can remember.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to think when they, I know like in Japan they started doing Street Fighter 3 didn't come out until 1997. So in Japan they started making anime for it, but I don't know. I don't remember when that was.
But I know they had like
that
a couple
really fleshed
different
out
versions
like, the storylines
of Street Fighter 2, but it was still Street Fighter 2. Like like the turbos, and you had like Street Fighter 2 Ultra and like a couple others that came out before 3, but it was all still like essentially the same characters. You didn't get much more story to it.
Yeah.
As far as I can recall. But yeah. I do like that they gave us every character from the game. That was nice.
I thought that was nice. I thought it didn't necessarily feel forced. I didn't feel like I'm like, oh, they're trying to shoehorn somebody in. Like it made sense with the narrative that they were giving us.
Yeah.
Like and having like Balrog and Honda be like Chun-Li's crew, that made sense. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Like we can, that fits them in there. And,
especially because they kind of like, they painted this story of like this kind of like one world, global government almost with like all the countries that are unified together against this Bison empire or whatever he's got going on. So yeah, it kind of felt like a universal melting pot of the world, if you will. Yeah. And so it all kind of worked. Everybody had a job and everybody had something to do. Yeah. I liked it. And I liked how they kind of like throughout the beginning of the movie, everybody kind of slowly got put into their costumes, if you will, for the game. And till the very end where Guile takes off his jacket and he's got the blue tank top on, and we get them all. Sort of. I mean, some of them were a little off, but it worked.
Yeah, the Honda thing, like when he took his shirt became like his sumo. What do they call that? Not a dress. Like, you know, the
little diaper looking thing. Or
yeah. But anyway,
I don't know what you call that.
No,
I always call it the diaper looking thing. But that's another thing. Like all the backgrounds from the different stages that you battle at, they're all recreated throughout the game. Like in the beginning, whenever you meet Ken and Ryu, and they got that lady statue laying down. That was kind of cool to see back behind them. And then like think we had the docks at one point, and a couple of these other places. And it was just kind of neat to see them like sneak them in. Like they were subtle in the background.
Yeah.
None of them, they didn't necessarily have to fight in front of all of them, but it was kind of neat.
Yeah, I remember the one I remember like that stands out in my mind is I don't even think Hondo was in this scene, but there's like that wave, like that Japanese style, like painting of a wave that is in his level, you know, when you're playing in the game. But yeah, I thought there was stuff that they hit well with this movie. But then there's stuff like, I don't know, a lot of it was the dialogue. I mean, the story was kind of silly, but the dialogue, like when they're like planning on going to invade Bison's hideout or base or whatever it is, and they're, you know, they're planning, like Guile's, you know, telling them here's the mission brief, like, you know, we're going to go through all this, and they're talking about the stealth boat, and the only explanation they have is it's the latest stealth technology. I mean, any other movie is gonna at least give you some sort of an explanation of like what this, even if it's like super brief. Yeah. They just glossed over stealth technology.
The latest. I love that the stealth boat was this like jet fighter B-52 bomber, or this like jet bomber looking boat thing that they create, and it's just like cutting through the water, and then it shows Bison's cameras, and they're like, he's like, I don't see the boat, and they're like, it's invisible or whatever, but you still see like the water.
See the water splitting. Yeah. Where's that? I don't know where it is.
Like, it's not really invisible. I don't feel like you could do an invisible boat, but
no.
They tried. But yeah, like there was a TV show, you remember, like in the early 90s, about like I think it was Hulk Hogan, and he had a boat, and it was like this. It was like a stealth boat, and it was kind of like Knight Rider, but a boat.
I don't remember this at all.
Yeah. Huh. I vaguely remember it. It was like, I think it had like one season. I don't remember what it was called, but it was like the craziest thing. And this reminded me of it. So I just thought I'd pull that up.
I had to look that up. We'd do an episode on that or something. If it's just one season, who knows where we'd find it at? But it's probably on like Tubi or something like that. It's probably
on YouTube. Like they've just been uploaded. Is. Nobody's like, I'm going to challenge that.
What'd you think? What did you think about? So Bison's answer to destroying this boat is he gets in his like hovercraft, and he's got like an arcade controller.
Yeah. From the actual game. I love that. That was great. He had the game controller to launch the mines to attack the boat. It was awesome. I loved it. It was great. It was made so no campy. Sense, it was so bad, but it was great. It was great. This movie reminds me, it feels like a 90s version of like Batman 66. Just like that campiness of Batman in the 60s. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But they're doing Street Fighter.
Can totally see that.
Just kind of like, you know, they're in on the joke, except for Jean-Claude Van Damme. He was playing it pretty serious, but
I think he was like, this is going to be like my defining role. Like, I'm going
to have a franchise on my hands. They got 2 of these games out already. That's at least 2 movies, right?
Okay. Favorite line in this movie?
I got 2 because one of them came up and it's really quick, and it's just really funny. And it's, I think it's, what was it? They were, the news crew, lit the bomb or whatever on the car and rolled it down towards him, Bison. And that one guy goes, quick, change the channel.
Yeah.
Just thought that was so stupid and funny. Yes. But then later I'm watching it, and, this one got me. It was Raul Julia, and he's talking to, what's his name? The guy with the patch, the eye patch, saying,
oh gosh,
Seraph or whatever. And,
Segif,
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, he goes, well, I guess you didn't see that, did you? And he covers his eye.
Oh yeah.
It's just another one of those. It just killed me. What do you got?
Mine was, you kind of hit on it earlier, when the beginning and they're on the camera, they're on live. And Guile's like, so look at this, and it's like, what? Who is this guy? What is this?
I know. Like, who in the military is just like, whoa?
I don't even, like, the game, I do not see the game character doing that, like, ever.
I think that was like his victory pose, wasn't it? Like he just kind of like flexed, like he did like that flex off to the side of the camera.
Well, he did that, but he did that. They showed that. I felt like they showed that when he like uppercuts Bison, and you see just real quick, it's like the bicep with the American flag on it.
I just thought they were doing it again, but yeah.
Oh, maybe.
All right. And that's also like the cover of the DVD too, is him doing that flex pose.
Thank you.
That's probably a writer on his contract. That's got to be the cover of the DVD, is me flexing.
I'm surprised of all the stuff that's in this movie with Van Damme.
Yeah.
I am surprised they didn't do a scene of him doing the splits, because like I think every freaking movie that he's in,
he does
it's
that.
like it's in his contract. Yeah. He's like, I don't know if it is, but he's like, I gotta be doing the splits.
He was known for doing the splits.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wasn't that like his winning move on Bloodsport? He like did the splits and punched the guy or something like that. Yeah. So like that's his defining move.
Yeah.
He was going to be the alien in or the Predator in the Predator movies originally.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then he was just, I guess he was such a pain to work with. They were like, you know what, we'll get somebody else. And they got the guy that ended up becoming Jar Jar Binks.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
I
really like what they were attempting to do with this movie. I like how they were trying to be faithful to the source material. I like that they're kind of creating this lore and this backstory, but I feel like there was almost too much character development going on with too many of the different characters. Like some of them, I feel like some of them should have been, if they were to make this movie today, which I think, don't they have a new Street Fighter movie that they're doing this year?
Oh, I think
they do. They do. I think they do. The way they should do it is focus on like 4 or 5 main characters to develop up, and then have the rest of them be kind of like teased background, and then bring them out in the next movie.
Yeah.
I feel like they were, what is it, like 9 characters or something like that they're developing out throughout this whole thing. That's just too many. It's a little too cluttered. Yeah. It thins it out too much.
And I think, I think a lot of studios do that though. Like if they don't know if they're going to get like a sequel or something, like,
true.
I mean, you look like Spider-Man's 3 is a classic example of that. Whereas,
just everybody's just,
oh yeah, he really just wanted a Sandman movie, and the studio's like, oh no, we gotta have Venom in this, and it just turned into a nightmare. But yeah, you're right. Street Fighter coming out in October.
All right, yeah, I thought so. I think I heard one of my kids mention something about that.
Roman Reigns is in it. Huh. Interesting. And Jason Momoa as Blanka. Whoa.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
Man, Cody Rhodes as Guile.
Okay.
May not be bad.
This movie had another one of my favorite things in it.
Okay.
Wonky tech. So they've got like the invisible boat, and then like he's got like the 2 little like TV things on his eyes. Blanka does, like showing him like the different visuals and stuff like that. And then he's got like the red bar for like bad video images, and it stops at like 49%, and he starts showing the good stuff, and it turns blue.
It's so cheesy. He's like bad. He's like 49% bad, but 51% good.
Right. Or like the announcement system that's been programmed to say like things like the hostage hole is being opened, or whatever it was, or the hostage hole is being closed. It was just like the most ridiculous tech stuff that I just loved. It was so bad. I loved it.
I love it's the classic countdown at the end, like evacuate, and then it gets to like 10 seconds, and then it just starts literally counting down 10, 9. So stupid.
It's great. Oh man, I like how M. Bison was just like this unapologetically bad guy. Like he was just like, what was his mission? He just wanted money, I think. Like he was just a bad guy.
He did say, he said like, so he wanted the money
because
he wanted to make super soldiers like Blanka,
Yeah.
And which, I mean, I guess it's the
world
51% good that makes him bad, makes him suck. But he wanted to make a group of army of super soldiers, and then he wanted to strategically like topple all the governments in the world, and then he would become supreme leader. Now,
that's a supervillain.
Sure. But his whole thought process on this is then there will be world peace.
Yeah, because he's in control.
And he also makes a very nice comment, which I thought was great, when they're looking at like the plans, the little model for his ultimate base. And he's like, oh, we need to make the food court bigger because all the major franchises are going to want it.
Everybody's going to want a place.
Yeah.
That was great. Yeah.
I liked it. Yeah.
And it was just like the way he kind of like subtly, like his tone shifted a little bit to, oh yeah, you know, we kind of need we need to make a little space here. Like he got a little businessy. It was great. Yeah. I love it. Yeah. But that I think I got two more things.
Go for it.
$20 billion. This is his demand. $20 billion in 1994. That's like he wasn't holding back. $20 billion. He wanted money. Yeah, I like that. That was great. I mean, usually it's like millions, hundreds of millions, maybe a billion or two.
Yeah,
$20 billion.
$20 billion.
He was not holding back. No. I loved it.
He wanted to make the super soldier army.
Yeah, you gotta make this work.
But like with one container,
right? He's just gonna do them one at a time.
Yeah.
Well, I guess with $20 billion, he can just like
make a new container. Yeah.
Does he got people like lined up ready to like volunteer for this, or like he forced in Guile's partner, but he's got all these henchmen. He couldn't have like got somebody who was like willing to go into this treatment.
I think he was like trying to just get at Guile because him and Guile there's a history there, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, and I think
because he was disappointed when he heard Guile died because he wanted the opportunity to kill him himself.
Which that's one thing. One of the last notes I have. How many times does this movie think it's going to fool us that Guile dies?
Oh, I know, right?
It's like, oh, he's dead. Oh, now the shit blew up. Oh, now the whole like building blew up. He's gone. He's a goner. Guess what? He's still alive.
I know. It definitely felt like the writing. They were like, this is just for kids. They don't really care. They just make it work. Just show the characters, do the pose at the end. They'll line up and just fork over money. Kids are smart, man. Kids are smart. Yeah. They don't fall for that stuff. All right, my last thing.
Yeah.
Did you stay for the post-credit scene?
Now I gotta go back and watch it in those post-credit scene.
There's a post-credit scene.
Okay.
Which you said that they did a in loving memory of Raul Julia in the credits, right? Mm-hmm. The post-credit scene is in Bison's fist coming up out of the rubble and starting the world domination.
Awesome.
Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, because like it's like the little voice thing is like 1% solar battery left. 1% solar battery left, and it was just enough to resuscitate him again. Yeah, and then he punches up through.
That's awesome.
Which I love that he's got that suit that like it just like starts giving him CPR and then like injects him with adrenaline, and he comes up all like zombie like.
Yeah,
that was great.
Yeah, I loved his little flying. And that was a treat to watch. I did like the fight at the end between him and Guile. Although, I mean, it's not the best choreographed fight I've ever seen in a movie.
No, it was all like close up and like he's punching at the camera. Yeah, that was. I'm like, come on, you got Jean-Claude Van Damme here. He can fight. Let's like do some like wide fight scenes. Like, sure, get like a stunt guy in there for Raul Julia.
Yeah, because I mean, he's not gonna be able to do that at this point in his life, but.
But like all the fight scenes were like that. Like even with like Chun-Li, like it's up close. Like with the Ryu and Ken, it's up close. Like it's very like shaky cam, and the fight choreography was definitely lacking.
It's crazy because you think for a movie called Street Fighter,
right?
They would put a lot of the budget into a fight choreographer.
Well, I think we know. You hit the nail on the head early on. I think we know where the budget for this movie went. Right up Jean-Claude Van Damme's nose. Absolutely. I think he was the majority of the budget for this movie.
Yeah, I think he was. I don't know what Raul Julia got paid. Like I said, I know he did it for his kids, so it may have not been much. And, he was dying and just like, I'm going to do this last thing for them. And Yeah.
Well, that's all I got on Street Fighter.
That's all I've got on Street Fighter as well.
It was a fun rewatch, but yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Shall we give it our rating?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. Your retro score. This is what you would have rated it the first time you watched it.
Okay, I would have been like 9, maybe. Oh, actually, I probably watched it in 94, so I would have been a really young kid.
5 or 6, 7, something like that.
Yeah, and gosh, I bet I would have given this like a solid 95 because I thought it was so cool back then.
I think I would have given it an 85 myself.
You were a little older.
I don't know. Yeah, I think so. All right, on this rewatch, what do you think you're giving it on this rewatch?
Because of Raul Julia.
Yeah.
I will give this like a 30.
Oh.
Otherwise, it would have been like a 10. But
yeah,
he punches it up several points.
Right. Well, I gave it a 40 because I felt like it wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen, but like I'm probably not going to go out of my way to watch it again.
No, this will be it.
Yeah. All right, technical feat on this movie. Technically, how do they do on this movie? For the time.
I don't know. 60. I'll say 60.
60.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I gave it a 50.
Okay.
Because the Blanka thing really like pulled it down for me.
Yeah.
I feel like the set work was really nice.
Mm-hmm.
I like the set work. I feel like the set work was really good. And the costumes were, other than Blanka and some exceptions, were pretty decent.
Yeah, I thought the costumes were pretty like game accurate.
Yeah.
Once they got them into the costumes, yeah.
Yeah, once they got them in.
Yeah.
I'm going to bump it up to 55. I forgot about costumes. All right, rewatch. How would you, what are you going to give this on the rewatch?
Wait a minute, what was the one that I gave?
Rewatchability, sorry.
Rewatchability. Oh, okay. Rewatch. Will I ever watch this again? Absolutely not. But would I watch it over The Mask? Yes, I would. So, I don't remember what. Well, we haven't gotten The Mask on our ratings system. No. But I'll give this. Okay, I'm going to be generous. I would give this a 50.
Wow.
For the sole reason, if somebody has not watched this and it's like, hey, you want to have a good time tonight, like let's have a few beers and let's watch a really bad movie and enjoy ourselves. So I give it a 50 for that.
All right.
Am I watching it on my own?
No. Yeah, I gave it a 30. I was like, if it's on, maybe I'll watch it, but I'm not putting it on, and I'm probably going to change the channel if I'm the only person in the room. But all right, so that gives us a token score for Street Fighter, the movie, 1994, of 46.38. So 46.4 for our token score.
That's not. Is that our lowest?
No.
No. Okay.
Super Mario Brothers.
Oh yeah. This was Shakespeare compared to Mario Bros.
Yeah. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 was lower.
Oh yeah, that was rough too. Gosh,
yeah,
hit some rough ones.
That's right. We're getting through the rough patch. We just thought these would be fun to watch. These are nobody really talks about these movies, so somebody had to. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
Retro Ramble.
I was going to get some stale popcorn real quick.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
Popcorn. Yeah, okay.
Well, so you got your retro ramble, right?
I've got my retro ramble ready.
Yeah.
Do we want to hit that first? Or do you want to hit stale popcorn?
Yeah. We usually hit the retro ramble.
Okay.
And then do stale popcorn and everything.
We've only done like 10 episodes of this, and nine episodes, and I can't remember. Okay, yeah. So retro ramble. So my question to you was, who was your go-to character when you played Street Fighter? When you were a kid, not now, because I said like Ken's my go-to now, but back when you were a kid,
Blanka, just purely for that spam C button.
Yeah,
Just hit the electricity. You can't be touched as long as you can keep hitting it. You can't be touched. I loved it. I'd back somebody into a corner.
Like a cheat, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it was a major cheat.
So mine is Chun-Li because she had the kick. That would do that.
Yeah,
and then they had Honda,
kick, right? Or no, she had the
yeah. And then Honda had his his karate chop.
Yeah.
Like I felt like those three characters were just like, if you just want to win,
spammed away.
Yes, that's how you do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But if not one of those, I always liked Zangief. I thought he was, he's a big guy. He was a brawler. I liked him.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. If it wasn't one of those, at the time I probably would have said Guile. I think.
Yeah.
I liked playing this Guile.
Yeah.
He's the All-American, and whatever.
Yeah, we often had no Blanka rules because of that.
Yeah.
Because I would spam.
Yeah, that was rough. But it would allow you to play as the same character, I think.
Well, yeah, but then the two of you are just sitting there doing it. It just times out. Nothing happens. Which whenever two people were playing as Blanka, his color changed, didn't it? Like they just changed the color on all the characters. They do
that. Yeah, they'll change their costume color or whatever. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Which Blanka, like his skin color changes, but
yeah,
Dulcime's like tattoos, I think, change colors and
yeah. Like he went from like red to blue or something like that.
Yeah.
I think Guile, they gave him like brown hair instead of blonde or something. Or the color of his thing changed. Maybe I don't remember.
Maybe it was. I can't remember. Yeah. Oh, maybe let us know who your favorite Street Fighter character was to play as when.
Absolutely.
When you were playing it back in the day. A little stale popcorn here. So I was thinking a little bit ago about Super Mario Brothers and the movie that we watched a few weeks ago, and obviously it was a flop, complete flop. It was a flop for us. It was a flop worldwide. It wasn't good. So I got to thinking, like, did Nintendo, and I'll see what you think. Do you think Nintendo had other plans to have more of their properties made into movies before this flopped?
Ruined by Mario Brothers movie?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd hope so. I've been wanting a Zelda movie. I feel like Zelda could have done a good Zelda movie in like maybe the Lord of the Rings style or something like that. But
yeah,
I feel like we could get a good Zelda movie. I mean, there's talk, like apparently they're working on one right now, like a live action Zelda. I hope they do well with it.
Yes, I want that stuff to succeed because I want us to get more quality.
Yeah.
Quality things.
But don't make it happen just to happen.
No, exactly. And I feel like, as far as Zelda, like, to me, I think that would lend itself better to animation. But I don't know.
I feel like you can get away with live action on it. I mean, it just depends on like how much, like where they put the budget and like who do they get to do the special effects and like all that kind of stuff. I think they could pull it off. Yeah. I've seen plenty of like creature movies that get done decently well.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, I did some more looking into it.
Yeah.
And apparently they had an animated Mario film that was in the works.
Oh.
And it never got produced because of this.
Well, now it's been made, so.
Yeah, now it's been, well, the last time before this, the 2023 Super Mario Brothers, the fantastic animated movie that came out, before that, the 1993 Super Mario Brothers movie was the last time Nintendo allowed anybody to produce a movie based off of their properties. But I did see, so Dustin Hoffman, before this movie came out, it was like 1990, Dustin Hoffman was actually interested in purchasing the rights to make a Mario movie.
Interesting.
He was planning on playing Mario, and he was going to have Danny DeVito play Luigi.
What?
But I know you would think it'd be switched, right? Like DeVito should be Mario, and I could see Hoffman being
Wario.
Oh yes, that's what we need.
DeVito would make an awesome Wario.
Yet? I don't know.
Wario was because they had the Wario game on Nintendo. Like the first Wario game was Nintendo.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I think it was like the last Nintendo game, wasn't it? Was the Wario game?
I think it was. Now that you say that, yeah.
So,
but yeah, what could have been there? They didn't do it because of Danny DeVito had scheduling conflicts, so that's why they didn't do it. But
he was busy doing
that would have been
Twins or something, I'm sure.
Interesting to see that. Anyway, that's my stale popcorn.
All right. I got a couple for you, actually.
Yeah.
Street Fighter related one real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that the cabinets in North America for Street Fighter games, they just sent over the boards and the cover and the cabinet art, and that's it. So like people that had wanted a Street Fighter game in their arcades had to buy an empty cabinet or gut out an existing cabinet and drop in the the boards and put the artwork on the side and the controllers and stuff. Yeah.
Huh.
So that's why they all look different.
Wow.
Like none of them really look the same. They all kind of look a little different from one another because they were all like made, like they weren't made in a manufacturing sense all the same.
Together,
yeah, they were just pieced together. They were kitted, which I thought was interesting.
With as popular of a franchise as that is now, that's just so wild to think that. Because I don't think the original Street Fighter was that popular. I think once Street Fighter 2 came out, that it was like, oh my gosh, it just exploded.
I don't think I've ever played the original Street Fighter. It wasn't on console, I don't believe.
Once. I think I've probably played it online or something like that. Yeah. But it's
very basic.
It's no Street Fighter 2 or any of the subsequent Street Fighter series.
Which after watching this movie, I think I remember why I preferred Street Fighter over Mortal Kombat back then. And I feel like Street Fighter had a little better gameplay compared to the Mortal Kombat game at the time. And they just seemed like I thought the characters were better than like the Mortal Kombat characters because they're a little more grounded in reality. Mortal Kombat was a little more fantasy. And so I feel like I think that's why I preferred Street Fighter 2 over Mortal Kombat back in the day.
Yeah, I think I would agree with you. Mortal Kombat now, I don't even really have any desire to play the Mortal Kombat games.
Yeah.
Nothing against people that like them. That's great if you do. I just they're it's like over the top gore.
Yeah,
it's like every iteration they're like, let's see how much more we can push the envelope on this. And I know that's some people's things, and that's great. It's not for me. I enjoy playing Street Fighter games because it's just like, let's just beat each other up, and you can, I don't know. It's just, but it's more grounded. I know, Dulcim is stretching, or whatever. You've got these characters, but I don't know. I just feel like it's more light. Mortal Kombat, what I mean by that, Mortal Kombat just seems it's really dark.
Yeah.
And Street Fighter's okay, there's good guys and there's bad guys.
It's a little more Nintendo.
Yeah.
I get that. All right, my other stale popcorn for you is kind of an epiphany I had earlier today as I'm working on some stuff. I never thought, as an adult, that being an adult meant you were just constantly maintaining stuff all around. You're acquiring things and you are constantly maintaining them, be it your children or your house or your car or the little odds and ends around. It's just this constant string of maintaining crap.
Of maintenance.
And some days it's just a little bit much.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I agree.
I never thought that was what being an adult was, but I think I figured out that's what being an adult is.
It's
just maintaining.
It is. Last night I got home and I got usually on Sunday nights, usually on Wednesday nights. We record these on Thursdays. Usually on Wednesday nights, my wife and I go out for a date night or whatever. But she had a ball game that she had to go to for her school, and anyway, so I got some laundry done. I made dinner, and I got all the stuff I needed to get done. And I'm I'm going to sit down and I'm going to play my Switch 2 because I want to play it.
Yeah.
Every time I sat down, I was needed somewhere. I get 30 seconds of sitting, and then I'm requested somewhere else. And yeah, to your point, with your kids or with, just whatever, it's constant, I guess, maintenance, I guess. I hate to say my kids are, maintenance.
No, yeah.
Maintenance.
Just things that require your attention all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. But all right. Well, I don't think I had any come under the seat this week. Do we have any good comments?
We've got some comments here
Sure.
from going on. Matt Favazza, who I think might be giving Will Ford a run for his money for number one fan here. So
hey, I welcome it.
We got them both going. Matt here, he said, when we were talking about Street Fighter, obviously, he said, now you need to watch and compare this, talking about the live action one to the Street Fighter, the movie, the anime movie.
Oh, I've never seen that one.
I would like to watch that. I know, I know it exists, but I've never actually watched it. And then he said, as a kid to now, when we were talking just a few minutes ago about who our favorite character was, or whatever. He said, as a kid to now, Ryu and Ken have been my go-tos because they have very similar move sets. But when we go to Street Fighter Alpha 3, I really liked playing as Guy because he could jump off the side. Oh. So that's pretty cool. I don't think I've ever played Alpha 3. But jump off the side of the screen is what he said. And then he said he doesn't like playing as Guile. Didn't like playing as Guile as a kid because I didn't like his move set for special moves.
Yeah, I can see that. He's very basic.
Yeah.
But he got that one powerful like uppercut or whatever, I think. Yeah.
I liked his, like he would, as a kid, I liked he would throw out like that little spinny.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember what that was. But then he would do like the hurricane kick or whatever. But yeah, I mean, his moveset wasn't as good. I think I also liked his stage design. Oh, with just everybody's watching him fight. Yeah. And then Matt also said there are 2 Mario movies starring. Oh gosh, I don't know if I can say this, Matt. Starring a very popular film star from adult movies. And Nintendo bought out all the copies.
Of course,
as they all the copies they couldn't get out, I guess is what it's saying.
to keep it contained.
To keep it contained. Then talking about when we were talking about Mortal Kombat just a minute ago, he said, but Genesis Mortal Kombat had the blood code.
Yeah.
So yeah, they did have the blood. But he said, I agree. I'll watch the fatalities online, and I'm like, this feels a little extreme.
Torturous. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
which like the fatalities I can never nail down the fatalities. Like it's like every once in a while I get one pulled off, but it's you gotta do like the special button combination. Like right as soon as you get to that fatality screen, you can't accidentally hit another button. And usually whenever you're taking somebody out, like you're going to town, and then it does the kill, and you got to stop immediately. And if you don't, and you keep going, like, and that's my problem is I'd always hit an extra button and couldn't get a fatality in.
And see, I learned all the fatalities because there was a kid in my school that had all of them written down. Or I don't know if his brother wrote them. Anyway, he wrote them all down for me and gave them to me because I had Mortal Kombat. I think it was just the first one. I had Mortal Kombat, and then I also had Street Fighter on my Genesis. But yeah, I would go through there and I would do all the fatalities just because I could do them. But then I got burned out pretty quick on it. I'm like, okay, these are done, and I just want to play.
I think we had
some button Street Fighter.
We played 3 a lot, Mortal Kombat 3, and we had it's a Game Informer had a thing in the back, and it had a list of all of the different like fatalities and babalities or whatever all the different ones were.
The babalities, yeah.
And we'd sit there and like play through and try and do them all. And, I could just I would always just hit too many buttons and I'd miss it. But yeah, I would agree. Yeah. So, all right. Well, that was a fun one. We did our. So, all right. I'll give you my retro ramble and we can walk out of here.
Let's do it.
All right. So my retro ramble for you for next week is going to be on theme. Next week we are doing top 5 walkout songs. This is the top 5 songs that we think are great for like a wrestler or maybe a baseball player or a team or whatever walking out onto the field or into the ring or whatever, a boxer, whatever. This is the song that plays them out, or maybe it's just like the songs that they play during a game to get like the fans, the crowd amped up. We're just calling it our top 5 walkout songs for simplicity. So in the spirit of that, my question for you for next week is, who was your favorite wrestler of any time? Just whenever you would watch, or it could be of now, like maybe you got one now. But who was your favorite wrestler? We'll keep it that simple. Doesn't have to be WWF. It could be any league. Favorite wrestler.
I like it.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for listening. This podcast takes tokens. We're here if you need us. Make sure you don't miss a single episode. Send us your questions, your thoughts, your concerns. Email us. Write us in the comments. Subscribe wherever you are. And as always, be kind, rewind. And until next time, we'll see y'all around.
See ya.